I went to Dallas Comic Con Fan Days on Saturday, and I gotta tell you, it was a blast. As I mentioned in my previous video, I did not get to see any celebrities this time. I don't normally want to spend the money to go get an autograph or a photo op with anyone. Um, One of the main reasons I went to this one was because Elijah Wood and Sean Astin were going to be there. I did not get to see them even at their Q&A panel because by the time I figured out where the line was, it was full. So I missed out on that, but everything else was super awesome. I spent probably way too much money buying things, but hey, my birthday was yesterday, so I went ahead and I splurged a little, and I just had a lot of fun. So I thought I'd give you an update, uh, kind of talk a little bit about what I saw at the convention, and then maybe show you the things that I got from there. And then I also want to give some tips to you who are ever considering going to a convention. And what I've learned from the past conventions I've been to, which haven't been many, but there have been some. So when oh hi Sophie, um, so I got there a little bit later than it started. I went ahead and I bought my ticket early. I only went by myself, because I didn't really. I kind of wanted to just be by myself, and because then you can go to the booths you want to go to, and you can go to whatever floor you want to go to. You don't have to worry about where the other person is. Um, you don't have to worry about getting a ride or anything. So I just went by myself, but that was actually good. I saw a lot of pretty awesome cosplayers. I took a few pictures of them, but some of the ones I saw, the twins from Bioshock Infinite, that was a really good costume. Oh, I saw a lot of scouts from Attack on Titan. I saw a couple who was dressed as Sweeney Todd and Mrs. Lovett, which was really awesome. I saw Emmett and Good Cop, Bad Cop from Lego Movie, and a whole bunch of others. There was even a Dalek there. It came through when I was shopping at the dealer's room, which was really awesome. I got a picture of that one. And then there was some TARDISes around. A whole bunch of doctors were walking around, even some Colin Baker ones. Usually you have like the David Tennant ones and the Matt Smith and Tom Baker, but I saw a lot of Colin Baker. I even saw an older guy, was probably in his late 50s. He was dressed as the new Doctor, the Peter Capaldi, which was pretty cool. So a lot of great cosplayers this time around. I would like to eventually go cosplaying. I just haven't quite figured out which character to go as. I kind of think maybe Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I'm not really very sure. But anyway, I found a lot of awesome stuff at the dealer's room. The dealer's room is one of the main reasons I like to go. They have so many awesome things, and even some artists and some crafts people who make their own things and sell them. And so I got a couple of t-shirts and stuff that were designed by these fans who go ahead and they sell it to you. And let's see, I since I didn't make it to the panel, I found that they had a freebie room, and that was at the same time as when the panel was going on. So I went ahead and I stood in line for about an hour just to kind of see what it was, because I've never been into the free panel before, or to the free freebie room. Waited for an hour, and all I got was this Box Trolls poster. So it was kind of disappointing. If when I go back, I probably won't ever go into the freebie room again because it's just promotional posters and stuff like that. Sophie, stop moving the thing. And so if you were ever wondering, it's not really that much great stuff. It's just promotional stuff. So it's definitely not worth waiting an hour in line for it. But at least I know now. But some other things I did. Well, that was basically it. Since I didn't see any celebrities or anything like that. So I got quite a bit of awesome stuff, and I know I do the loot crate things and like to show you guys all that I have gotten, and so these are the things that I got while I was at the Dallas Convention Center. A lot of Doctor Who stuff. These are 2 keychains. David Tennant's Sonic Screwdriver keychain, and then a TARDIS keychain. And I also got a Dalek figure, which is pretty cool. I actually got another Dalek figure for my birthday from one of my coworkers, so I'll be able to keep this one at home, and the other one that he gave me on my desk at work. So that's pretty cool. I had been, most of the stuff I had been wanting for a while, and I went ahead and got it, and others I just found, but this one I have been wanting for a little bit, and haven't really been able to find anywhere. It's a Loki figure, like, I think it's like a 6-inch figure. It's even got like a frost dagger. It's, not extremely detailed, but it meets the standards that I look for in action figures. So I went ahead and got it. I got 2 Funko Pops. I love Funko Pop. They have pretty much anything and everything that you could think of. So I got Grell Sutcliffe from Black Butler, which was one of my favorite animes, and Edward Scissorhands from Edward Scissorhands, which is one of my all-time favorite movies ever. So I went ahead and got those. If you go to these kind of conventions, there are Funko Pop figures everywhere. So you can find like almost anything that you can think of as a Funko Pop figure. So, and they're pretty cheap too. So if you go, be on the lookout for those, because they're definitely within budget, and there are a lot of different ones. So you can be sure to get the character that you like. Speaking of Funko, this isn't a pop Funko, but it is another vinyl. If you know me, you know that I like My Little Pony, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And this is my favorite character, Fluttershy. She's actually pretty big, and I had been wanting this one, and so I found it there, and so I went ahead and got it. She's pretty detailed, and pretty nice quality. So I got that. I also got a portal turret. This was like the cheapest thing I got, I think, is portal turret. And it was a mystery one, and it is actually camo. But I had already looked in there. Oh, Sophie just got in the bag, and it has everything in it. Come on, Sophie, what are you doing? Since I now have my own car, I decided I wanted to decorate it. So I got some vinyls, or I got some stickers to go on it. So from different various things. So I got Loki's helmet. I got I Am Sherlocked from the BBC Sherlock. Don't fall, kid. Got Bad Wolf from Doctor Who. The Avengers symbol. And my personal favorite, I Am a Leaf on the Wind from Firefly / Serenity. It's even got Serenity within the leaf. So probably going to put some of them on my car and some of them on my laptop. But either way, I had been wanting to deck out my awesome stuff now. I also got some posters. And it was kind of funny because when I was there, I had seen a Labyrinth poster, and Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies ever, from Jim Henson Company, and with starring David Bowie and Sarah Connolly. But I decided not to get it, and on my birthday, one of my coworkers had actually bought that same poster I had been looking at, and she got it for me for my birthday. So I was glad I didn't go ahead and buy it, because now it is at my work because she got it. So these are the ones that I bought for myself. Bucky. Oh, I don't know if that's a spoiler for any of you, but anyway, the Winter Soldier from Captain America. This really awesome Spirited Away poster. I love Ghibli Studios movies, so I got this one. And then this is from Attack on Titan with 3 of the main characters. As I recently got into Attack on Titan, and I actually really like it. So those are the, and then I also got some shirts, because I really like adding to my geek shirt collection. And these designs are just way too awesome to pass up. They have a ton of shirts there. If you go there, several different vendors sell different kinds of shirts, and so I went ahead and got this one is one of my favorites. It's property of Hyrule University, Hero in Training. I like this one so much. And I got another Legend of Zelda shirt. Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite games. Even though I haven't played a whole lot of them, I still like them. This is another one, but it's kind of based on like Game of Thrones. But then there's also like, I don't know if you can see at the bottom, there's a portal gun, and there's like a chainsaw, and there's like Andrew, and there's this lightsaber, and there's all kinds of different weapons from different things. Kind of like the Game of Thrones. So I got that one, and last of the shirts, so I just got an avalanche of stuff. But anyway, Loki. All the Loki shirts I had ever seen were of the comic book version, and I prefer the Tom Hiddleston version, so I went ahead and got that one because I haven't been able to find anything yet. And the last item was a bit pricey, but I went ahead and got it because I had been wanting it. And speaking of Legend of Zelda, I present to you the Master Sword. That's right, in all of its glory. Comes in its own scabbard, and if you are going to ask, I do not know if it's full tang. It kind of feels like it might be. It's pretty good quality. It's pretty awesome. So I had been wanting this one for a while, and I went ahead and got it because I love collecting swords, and this now makes it so I have 2 of them. So that is all that I got at the convention, and if you want to stick around, I'm going to go for some tips for any of you who have not been to a convention ever yet and are thinking about going to one eventually. I know when I was younger, I always wanted to go, and now that I have my own job and I have my money and my own car, I can go whenever I want to now. Tip number 1, pay in advance. It just helps the process faster if you already have your ticket ahead of you. Tip number 2, bring cash. There are many vendors who accept cards, but majority of them do not, and they only accept cash. And even the ones that do accept cards will charge a fee for you to run your card. So bring cash, and that also helps you keep to your budget. Because like if you say you don't want to spend any more than $200, if you bring $200 worth of cash, then you don't run the risk of going over budget. Third, wear something comfortable, especially shoes, because you're going to be walking around a lot, and you're going to be in tight spaces and with a lot of people around. So even if you do cosplay as anything, try to keep that in mind. Like if you really want to go through the dealer's room and everything like that, you don't really want a big elaborate costume that extends a lot or has big props. I saw a lot of people at the convention with big costumes and big props, and they weren't able to get around very well. And you want something that's comfortable, that's not going to be too hot, because you don't really know what the temperature is going to be like or anything like that. So wear something comfortable. Plan ahead and get to the places that you want to go early. That is the problem I ran into this time. I didn't get there early enough to go to the Lord of the Rings panel with Elijah Wood and Sean Astin, because it started at 3 and I got there at 2:30, and that was too late. So if you are really wanting to see a certain person, a certain celebrity, panel or whatever, get there early, because you never know how many people are going to show up, and especially if it's something like that, like Lord of the Rings or some Doctor Who, there's going to be a lot of people in line for it. So you want to plan ahead and get there early. Maybe even bring something to do if you get fidgety. But if you don't want to miss out, get there early. I think that's about it for what I can think of. But so if ever you decide to go to a convention, maybe tell me about it, or put pictures up, and it's a really fun experience. Whenever you decide to go, if you ever decide to go, I'm thinking about maybe going to an A-Kon. I really do like the Dallas Comic-Con smaller conventions. I didn't go to the bigger convention because I just don't really want to go where there's a whole lot of people, but I might eventually. I don't really know. But it is a really awesome experience because you're surrounded by people who are in love with the same things you are, and they all are not afraid to show it. They wear costumes and they wear shirts and they show what they love, and they're not afraid to show it. And all of it, there's even people who are so dedicated they wear body paint and everything. It is so awesome. And when I had to go to meet someone at Uptown Village in Cedar Hill, and I was looking around at the people going, these people are so boring. They're not wearing anything that suggests that they love, a show or a movie or a comic book or whatever. They're just like into fashion or something, and it was so boring. It is really awesome going to conventions, and I highly recommend at least going once in your lifetime. It is an awesome experience. So I had a lot of fun at the Dallas Comic Con Fan Days. If you follow me on Facebook, I'll eventually put up some pictures from there of the cosplayers that I saw. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I know this is a bit long, but thank you for sticking around and watching it. And have a good day.